Hello and welcome to Unacademy IAS. Since January 2020, the usage of UPI was made free of cost. But now there is a proposal to reintroduce the merchant discount rate. What is this and what are the implications if this is reintroduced? Let's decode. Before I start, here is a very important announcement. The Unacademy IAS courses right now are available at the lowest ever price of 16,999. Use the code IAS English to enroll and you become eligible for double validity. You purchase the course for 6 months, extra 6 months extension will be provided free of cost by Unacademy. Same is applicable if you purchase for 9 months, 12 months as well as 18 months. And let's say you clear the civil services exam, whatever is the fees paid by you, that will be refunded. If you're not able to clear, then we will provide a free extension of your course. To check the details as well as the terms and conditions regarding the course, click on the link provided in the description below. Let me start the discussion now. Unified Payments Interface, in short, UPI, was introduced back in the year 2016. The government, in order to promote the adoption of UPI and to promote the model of digital economy, made it free of cost for usage from January 2020. Now, what does it actually mean? Let's say you go to a shop, purchase a particular good. The price of the good is 50 rupees. Now you will take out your smartphone, scan the QR code, transfer the money using UPI to the shopkeeper. Shopkeeper will accept and deliver the good to you. Now this UPI infrastructure is not provided or is not maintained by the shopkeeper. The banks will provide lot of infrastructure, will maintain servers, will ensure UPI is working 24/7, all the transactions are settled instantaneously, etc. And for this, the banks and the fintech companies which are providing the UPI services incur certain expenditure. And because nothing is free of cost in the economy, the banks would impose a certain charges on the merchant, that is a shopkeeper or anybody who is using the UPI to collect the payments, that is the merchants, shopkeepers, showroom owners, etc. etc. And this charge is known as merchant discount rate. The government from January 2020, in order to boost the adoption of the digital payment system, that is UPI, reduced the MDR to zero, which essentially means I will use UPI to make payments, but for using the UPI, I will not be charged anything. I hope everybody can understand this. For using the UPI, I will not be charged anything. And I'm pretty sure all of you who are using UPI are aware of this. If you will transfer 50 rupees, you are charged 50 rupees from your account, nothing more and nothing below 50 rupees. So in order to boost the adoption, the government reduced the MDR to zero. But the problem here is the banks are incurring expenses. And over a period of time, these expenses have only increased. So in order to compensate the banks, the government would allocate certain funds in the budget. In the financial year 22, 1500 crore rupee was allocated, 23, 2500 crore, and in the recent budget, the allocation done by the government is 2000 crore rupees. But the Payments Council of India, PCI, which is a representative body, argues that the service providers, that is the entities, that is banks and fintech companies which are providing the services of UPI, they are not able to recover their overall expenditure. And if these are not incentivized enough, then there is no rationality in these particular entities investing more and more money in spreading the adoption of these, right? Let's say UPI technology for payment, especially in tier 3, tier 4 and tier 5 cities. There is no incentive for them to spend more and increase, right? Let's say the number of servers. There is no incentive for them to implement a certain, let's say, fraud detection tools, etc. That is the reason the Department of Financial Services, along with the Payments Council of India, have been demanding that there should be one or the other way reintroduction of the merchant discount rate, MDR. In fact, earlier this year itself, there was a parliamentary standing committee report which also recommended that the time to provide the UPI free of cost is gone now. There should be one or the other way introduction of certain charges in the form of merchant discount rate. But here comes the problem if the MDR is reintroduced. Here is a merchant. Right now, I will pay the merchant using UPI. And because the merchant is not paying any kind of MDR to the bank, this particular charge is not transferred to the consumer. The merchant doesn't transfer this particular burden of the cost of MDR to the consumer. Now, let's say going forward, MDR is reintroduced and this particular merchant will have to pay MDR to the bank. Now, if I use the UPI to make payment, the merchant will either increase the cost of the product or else will add additional cost to compensate himself or themselves because they are paying MDR to the bank. So this might hurt the adoption usage of UPI. So what is the proposal now? What is being discussed right now? Introduction of MDR will not be done for all the merchants. According to certain guidelines, merchants are generally divided into two categories. One is small merchants and the other one obviously has to be large merchants. In case of India, the total number of merchants are more than 60 lakh in number. Out of these particular 60 lakh, more than 90% are classified as small merchants. And those are wondering, how can I identify who is a small merchant, who is a large merchant? Traditionally, the categorization that is used or the threshold that is used is if the merchant has a turnover of up to 20 lakh rupees, they are classified as small. More than that, they are categorized as large merchants. So now the proposal is that we will reintroduce merchant discount rate, but not on all the merchants. We will target only the large merchants. And within these particular large merchants, what we might do going forward is target only those particular merchants who have a turnover threshold, who will cross a threshold of more than 1 to 1.5 CR. And not just this, there is also one more proposal to target only those particular transactions whose value is more than 2000 rupees. That is, the UPI transfer is more than 2000 rupees. But here is a clarification regarding the proposal as well. Point number one, will all the merchants be covered under this? Answer is no. Point number two, what about peer-to-peer transfer? Peer-to-peer, that is, I will transfer money to you, you will transfer money to somebody else using UPI. Will they also be covered under this? According to the proposal right now, no. According to the proposal right now, no. What will be decided by the government, we will have to see going forward. But the concern regarding this is simple. UPI has become a mainstay where every one of us is using UPI on day-to-day basis to transfer money, make payments. And lot of these particular merchants on day-to-day basis where we transfer or make payments, a lot of them are large merchants or big merchants. If government in fact will reintroduce the merchant discount rate on them, there is a probability that they will transfer this particular burden on all of us whenever we want to pay to them using UPI. And that in fact, if it happens, that in fact will hurt the digital technology adoption or digital payment adoption in India. Right? So these are certain very important points in the context of the discussion that has been happening. But I'm more interested in knowing your thoughts regarding this policy. What do you think will be the implication of implementing or reintroducing the merchant discount rate? Will you continue to use the UPI by paying the MDR or by paying certain charges for utilizing the UPI, or you will shift to some other method, that is, you will start using cash on day-to-day basis to make the payments? Because according to one survey, 65% of the users, right, those who are having UPI, 65% of them use UPI to transfer money at least once every day. I repeat, at least once every day. Because I know by this time, you might have used UPI to make at least 5 to 7 transfers today itself. You bought milk, you used UPI. You bought vegetables, you have used UPI to make payments. You have used or you have purchased newspapers, you have used UPI to make payments. So it is very commonly used in India. So what if the MDR is reintroduced? Will you continue to use the UPI even after that? Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section of the video. If you're yet to subscribe to the Unacademy IAS YouTube channel, kindly do it right now. And if you have liked the discussion that I've done so far, if you have benefited from this particular discussion, hit the like button as well. That's it from my side in this particular video. Have a great day.